Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Mr.Abdul Hameed. I'm preparing this video for YouTube channel Civil Surveyor. Dear friends, today I'm going to tell you about formula can help us to export data from Excel to AutoCAD. How we can use this formula? First, we have to import some points. We have here 76 point. Copy, paste. This formula contains 10 functions. We have now point number, easting, northing, elevation, code. So how we can choose between the functions? We're going to press on this button. We have now here 10 functions. The first one is point number, 2D point, 3D point, elevation, code, 2D polyline, 3D polyline, rectangle, distance between 2 points, and scale factor. Now I'm going to start with the second functions, 2D point. And my friends, as you see, you have 2D point and 3D point. So what the difference between 2D point and 3D points? Usually 2D points we using X and Y only. 3D point we have to insert elevation, so we cannot use the 3D points if we don't have the elevation. Now I'm going to start with 2D point. Even I can start with the 3D point because I have the elevation, but I will start with the 2D point. So after I select 2D point functions, you can see now I have this data. Now we have here point style, and this all style what we have in AutoCAD. So I'm going to choose this style. So I have to write here 35 and style same. The size it will be 0.1. Color I'm going to select white color. So after I select 2D point function and insert the information which I like it, I'm going to copy this data. New drawing window. Hang the laptop. My friends, you must to paste the data here in column, the command bars. Paste. As you, my friends, we have here all the points exported to AutoCAD. So if I want to insert point number for all these points, how we can do it? We have to go back to the formula. So now I want to export this point number as a text to AutoCAD. So how we can do it? We can choose from here point number. After I select point number functions, I have here text properties. The height it will be 0.1. The rotation is 0. I'm going to select red color. First I have to select 4 points because I'm going to show you something. Copy it. Copy. Paste. So my friend, as you see, the text of point number it's coming exactly above the point. So how we can shift this text for knowing dimension? First I'm going to delete this one. It's too easy. We have here offset option. So I'm going to insert 0.1 for X, 0.1 for Y. So now I'm going to copy all this data to AutoCAD. After I copy this data, paste. As you see, my friends, I have here, if I put 0.1 and 0.1, it will become in the same location of the text because already I insert in the offset schedule 0.1. Now we're going to the elevation functions. What mean the elevation? If I want also export the elevation as a text to AutoCAD, you have to select elevation function. I will keep the same X, but I'm going to change Y. But first we have to put minus 0.15. Also I will keep it the same height and the same rotation. Just I'm going to change the color to green color. Copy. Now watch how we'll export the data. You see now we have point number and elevation text. So even I want to export the description or code for AutoCAD as a text, it's the same way how we choose the elevation. I'm going to select code. I will change only the Y direction, 0.25, we'll make it 30. I'm going to change only the color to magenta. Copy. Paste. So as you see, my friends, we have now point number, elevation and NGL as a text. It was exported from Excel to AutoCAD. Even my friends, if you want to export the async and the northing as text, all what you have to do to select all this async and copy to this column, description column. So we can see how we can do it. If I want to export the async as text to AutoCAD, only I have to copy this columns, shows code. I'm going to change the Y direction, magenta. You see, my friends, now we have the text of the async. It's too easy to export your data from Excel to AutoCAD as a text. So now we're finishing with point number function, 2D point, 3D point, elevation and code functions. Now we have 2D polyline and 3D polyline. The difference between 2D polyline and 3D polyline, the same difference between 2D point and 3D point. We have to insert elevation for 3D polyline, and we don't need to elevation for 2D polyline. So I have to clear this data because I have another data for the 3D polyline. 3D polyline or 2D polyline, my friends, it helps us to draw the center line or alignment of roads. So we can use this formula. I have here this data of alignment. Copy and paste. Oh my friend, I have the first point of the alignment. It will be 100, 100, and end of the alignment it will be 820, 100. So I'm going to select 3D polyline, copy, as you see, my friends, I have here the polyline already drawn by start of the alignment. It's 100, 100. End of alignment should be 820 point, 100. So this how we can use 2D polyline and 3D polyline functions. We have now rectangular. So how we can use this rectangle functions, or how it will be help us. If you have, first I have to clear this data. Now this points of columns. So how we can use this function. For example, my friends, if we have some columns or foundations or footings, we need to draw the foundations or footing as polyline. We can use this rectangular. This rectangular, you have to insert 4 points for all footing or all columns you want to draw. So after we select rectangular, copy, sorry. Now we have here this. I'm going to delete this text first. This columns, my friend, this as built of columns. I bring it from side. I'm going to paste. You see, my friends, automatically it will draw all the columns at the same time. So it will not take a long time if you want to draw it this by manual. So you can use this formula. Now we have these functions. This one for collect the distance between 2 points. If you want to know how much the length or total length between the first point and second point, you can use this functions, distance between 2 points. So now I will delete all this one. I will keep only 4 points. I need all this data. As you, my friends, this dimensions between the first point and second point, and this is dimension between the second point and third point, and this is dimension between third point and fourth point. So this is how we can calculate the dimensions between points. Here we have 1 meter point 0, 9 centi, 9 milli, so 1.1. Here we have 1.40. So my friends, if you see, we have here around 8 numbers or 7 numbers after the point. Why we have all these numbers? Because we have here in this formula also we have the scale functions, scale factor functions. The scale factor function as you know, we have around 7 or 8 or 9 numbers after the point. So I cannot hide all this number. If I hide it, I cannot show the scale factor or the calculate scale factor. So if we want, if we want to find scale factor for this point, you have to insert easting, northing, elevation, and just select scale factor. As you see, my friends, we have these scale factors all of these points. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope it will be helpful. Thank you.